Welcome to this channel. My name is Peter Sverd. I am a licensed attorney in the state of New York, and I'm here to educate and inform entrepreneurs and business owners about best practices and the do's and don'ts you should all know and follow. Today's topic is Take My Business, Not My Home, Creating the Corporate Veil. Now, there are many reasons to incorporate your business or form a limited liability company. My favorite reason, and the topic of today's video, is to protect your personal assets from creditors and customers of your business by creating and maintaining a corporate veil. In future videos, we will cover the ways in which others can pierce the corporate veil and take your home, in addition to your business assets, to satisfy their judgments. As business owners, you do not want your personal assets, your home, bank accounts, cars, jewelry, and your income to be invaded to satisfy judgments, liabilities, and debts that your business incurs. Now, the general rule is that corporations and companies are separate legal entities which are wholly distinct from their owners, so that the debts, liabilities, and judgments of the company will remain those of the company, and your own personal assets will be shielded and protected. Do you remember the woman whose lap was burned by McDonald's coffee at the takeout window? What if the McDonald's franchisee was made personally liable for her injuries? The financial life of the owner and his or her family would be ruined. What about the business that delivers non-conforming goods and is sued for $25,000, $50,000, or $1 million? Would you like your house to be sold to satisfy the debt of your business? Of course not. The purpose of creating the corporate veil is to ensure that your company is the sole entity that is 100% liable for the judgments it incurs, and to keep your personal assets 100% safely out of the hands of your business creditors. Again, the purpose of creating the corporate veil is to ensure that your company is the sole entity that is 100% liable for the judgments and liabilities it incurs, and keeping these creditors of your business away from your personal assets. To create the corporate veil, you got to incorporate your business or form a limited liability company. You must file legal documents with the state to create the separate legal entity. Incorporating your business or forming your limited liability company will create the corporate shield, which is an essential step to protecting your personal assets. The corporate veil protects you. The general rule is that a corporation exists independently from its owners who are not personally liable for its obligations. Corporations may be set up for the limited purpose of limiting the liability of its owners, which are not generally responsible for the contracts and debts of the corporation, and the owners are not responsible for the negligence of the corporation or its employees. But if you haven't legally incorporated or formed your limited liability company, you don't have the protection of the corporate veil, and your personal assets are at risk. As separate legal entities, these businesses are not their owners and operators. They are separate and distinct in the eyes of the law, each being responsible for its own separate liabilities and obligations. You are not a legally recognized company or organization or corporation if you conduct business in your own name or as a DBA. For example, Fred Smith DBA Contracting or Renee Jones Home Cleaning may have separate bank accounts and fancy letterhead, advertising campaigns, and terrific cash flow, but legally, Fred Smith and Irene Jones are the respective businesses of the same people in the eyes of the law, and both Fred and Renee are going to be personally liable for the obligations of their businesses. If you don't file the articles of incorporation or your articles of organization with the state, then your business is not a separate entity and you have no corporate veil or shield protecting your personal assets. Moreover, you don't get to put INC or LLC at the end of your name if you're not incorporated or formed. Check with the Secretary of State or the Department of State in your home state to be sure that your company is listed as an active corporation or company. It's never too early to consult with a legal professional to confirm that you have created a legal, durable corporate shield. This is the first step to protecting your personal assets and saving your home. If you've learned something or have questions or comments, please leave them below. Share our video so that others can get the same terrific education, and click the link below to get your ebook, Take My Business, Not My Home. Thanks for watching this video, which is purely for education and entertainment purposes. Don't rely on this for legal advice. It's attorney advertising. Always consult with your own legal professional who will point you in the right direction.